13. Hammering and nailing. We all know how to bend a nail, but there's not much to know to get a nail to go in straight and easily. The first step is to choose a hammer that's good for you. There are heavyweight hammers, lightweight hammers, and everything in between hammers. To test a hammer is right for you, wrap your hand and your fingers around the base of the handle. Give it a swing with a loose wrist. If you feel a need to hold it further up the handle, then it's probably too heavy for you and you won't have much control. The action of a hammer. Not a lot of force is needed to drive in a nail. It's more about being a good aim and letting the weight of the hammerhead do the work for you, and hitting the nail squarely and in the centre of the nail head and the hammerhead. Now, where these nails are going to go, we're going to put 3 nails in each rebate joint in each corner, and if you had X-ray vision, you would see your nail go in through the side of the project into the rebate shoulder, and we'll get a look at that shortly. The angle of the nails. Now, the nails will go in at an angle. Straight nails going straight in tend to pull straight out. We're going to skew nail, or dovetail nailing as it's called. This gives the joint strength because it sort of pinches the wood together, making it stronger. While you are nailing at an angle, the angle can change slightly as it's going in, so you need to keep your eye on the hammer head and the nail head hitting flat and square. Listening to the sound. Now, listening to the sound of a nail going into the wood can tell you a lot. A dull sound indicates that you are going in straight and it will go in easily. A high-pitched clacking sound means that you are hitting it off centre and it's likely that the nail will bend. So let's see that in action. So let's have a look at how the nail is going into the wood if you had X-ray vision. Just into that shoulder there. You'll need to work fairly swiftly as the glue will be starting to dry. Make sure that your clamps aren't going to interfere with your nailing, and we're going to have to move your project so that you can get good access. You'll also have to keep it still while you're nailing, so hang it over the edge to get the access with the hammer and clamp it down. You need to be able to lean over your project with your hammer. Give it a tug and make sure it's not going to move. Nail number 1. Start with the nail closest to the bottom edge. Come up about 6 millimeters and in about 4 millimeters. Just eyeball it. Tilt the head to the floor and just give it a few taps so that it'll stay there by itself. Just check that it's got a little bit of an angle on it and then nail it. Make sure that you swing your wrist, that it's nice and loose. And leave the head of the nail protruding just a little so that you don't hit the wood like I just did. Tray on it down there, in there, and For the middle nail, you can angle it either to the floor or to the ceiling.